Hello and welcome back to all my beautiful friends out there. Thank you for being on this Course in Miracles journey with me. Welcome to my dome space here in Costa Rica. I'm at the Imiloa Institute. Oh my God, this place is beautiful. So we are here studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and we are on lesson number 171, which is the beginning of the 5th review period of these lessons. So congratulations and way to go getting to this point, deepening your study, and just like jumping into these layers of yourself that for me, as I share with you, have been really annoying and unexpectedly frustrating lately. But even this morning, I asked Jesus to show me, what am I missing? What am I not seeing? Help me have compassion in my heart at a deeper level. I mentioned yesterday that I had a conflict, which is here in Costa Rica with a person that's here in this women's retreat that I'm attending. And so in my meditation space this morning, I asked to be shown something to help me develop more compassion. And what was shown to me was that I don't know what it's like to be inside of other people's minds. So here was a little quick feeling of just, you know, what the experience of living inside of the head space of another is like. And it was, it felt like being inside of a tornado where someone is like got their claws reached into an imaginary bubble that they're in, just holding on for dear life, scared, petrified, not knowing how to act or what to say. And I just thought, oh my God, thank you, I've seen enough. And that is exactly what I needed to see. And so it just makes me even more grateful for this amazing blue book that has traveled around with me so much the past several years, as my throat chakra is still being worked on, as you can see. So anyway, that's something I mentioned yesterday, praying for your enemies and all of that. Like if you're in a conflict with someone actively, of course, it's good to pray for them. And that's a practice that Jesus talks about, in the Bible and everything. It's like one of the famous ones. But to ask to know what it's like, to be in the mind of others, or specifically the mind of a person that you're having an issue with, and see what comes out of that. Because chances are, if they're not a Course in Miracles student, they're really struggling. And not to say that, I'm never struggling, but man, I'm mostly not struggling. I mean, one day out of a month, not every month, I may have an issue and then it's gone. I mean, that's probably dream space for a lot of people who don't have the Course in their lives. So anyway, we're going to read through review section number 5, jump into lesson 171, and then I'll just go back to my Costa Rican experience and let you have the rest of your time for your day to do your growth and development and consciousness expansion activities that you have lined up. So here we go. Review number 5, introduction. We now review again. This time, we are ready to give more effort and more time to what we undertake. We recognize we are preparing for another phase of understanding. We would take this step completely, that we may go on again more certain, more sincere, with faith upheld more surely. Our footsteps have not been unwavering, and doubts have made us walk uncertainly and slowly on the road this course sets forth. But now we hasten on, for we approach a greater certainty, a firmer purpose, and a surer goal. Steady our feet, our Father. Let our doubts be quiet, and our holy minds be still, and speak to us. We have no words to give to you. We would but listen to your word and make it ours. Lead our practicing as does a father lead a little child along a way he does not understand. Yet does he follow, sure that he is safe because his father leads the way for him. So do we bring our practicing to you. And if we stumble, we will rise up. If we forget the way, We count upon your sure remembering. We wander off, but you will not forget to call us back. Quicken our footsteps now, that we may walk more certainly and quickly unto you. And we accept the word you offer us to unify our practicing as we review the thoughts that you have given us. This is the thought which should precede the thoughts that we review. Each one but clarifies some aspect of this thought or helps it be more meaningful, more personal and true, and more descriptive of the holy self we share and now prepare to know again. God is but love, and therefore so am I. This self alone knows love. This self alone is perfectly consistent in its thoughts, knows its creator, understands itself, is perfect in its knowledge and its love, and never changes from its constant state of union with its Father and itself. And it is this that waits to meet us at the journey's ending. Every step we take brings us a little nearer. This review will shorten time immeasurably. If we keep in mind that this remains our goal, and as we practice, it is this to which we are approaching. Let us raise our hearts from dust to life, as we remember this is promised us, and that this course was sent to open up the path of light to us, and teach us step by step how to return to the eternal self we thought we lost. I take the journey with you, for I share your doubts and fears a little while, that you may come to me who recognize the road by which all fears and doubts are overcome. We walk together. I must understand uncertainty and pain, although I know they have no meaning. Yet a Savior must remain with those he teaches, seeing what they see, but still retaining in his mind the way that led him out, and now will lead you out with him. God's Son is crucified until you walk along the road with me. And so that paragraph right there takes me back to the meditation that I had, where I was sort of given this glimpse of the inside of the mind of a person who doesn't have the Course in Miracles and doesn't have any kind of a spiritual practice that is that brings them back to peace as quickly. And I don't know, I feel like I totally got this feeling of compassion when I just thought, oh my gosh, I have this gift that, was given to me because I'm giving it to myself by doing this work every day. But to imagine what it's like to live in a mind, and also, frankly, to live in the body of a person who is suffering at any level. It's a thing to remind myself of when I have a beef with anyone, is like, put yourself in their shoes and imagine what they're going through, what they're experiencing, and whatever was going on, between the two of you. Chances are the forgiveness work that you can do is about attracting these kinds of things into your life, but also completely releasing them, because they probably already have enough going on without that extra energy of your judgment. Okay, moving on. My resurrection comes again each time I lead a brother safely to the place at which the journey ends and is forgot. I am renewed each time a brother learns there is a way from misery and pain. I am reborn each time a brother's mind turns to the light in him and looks for me. I have forgotten no one. Help me now to lead you back to where the journey has begun, to make another choice with me. Release me as you practice once again the thoughts I brought to you from him who sees your bitter need and knows the answer God has given him. Together we review these thoughts. Together we devote our time and effort to them. And together we will teach them to our brothers. God would not have heaven incomplete. It waits for you as I do. I am incomplete without your part in me. And as I am made whole, we go together to our ancient home, prepared for us before time was and kept unchanged by time, immaculate and safe, as it will be at last when time is done. Let this review be then your gift to me. For this alone I need, that you will hear the words I speak and give them to the world. You are my voice, my eyes, my feet, my hands, through which I save the world. The self from which I call to you is but your own. To him we go together. Take your brother's hand, for this is not a walk we walk alone. In him I walk with you, and you with me. Our Father wills his Son be one with him. What lives but must not then be one with you? Let this review become a time in which we share a new experience for you, yet one as old as time and older still. Hallowed your name, your glory undefiled forever, and your wholeness now complete as God established it. You are his Son, completing his extension in your own. We practice but an ancient truth we knew before illusion seemed to claim the world. And we remind the world that it is free of all illusions every time we say, God is but love, and therefore so am I. With this we start each day of our review. With this we start and end each period of practice time. And with this thought we sleep to waken once again with the same words upon our lips to greet another day. No thought that we review, but we surround with it and use the thoughts to hold it up before our minds and keep it clear in our remembrance throughout the day. And thus, when we have finished this review, we will have recognized the words we speak are true. Yet are the words but aids and to be used except at the beginning and the end of practice periods, but to recall the mind as needed to its purpose. We place faith in the experience that comes from practice, not the means we use. We wait for the experience and recognize that it is only here conviction lies. We use the words and try again to go beyond them to their meaning, which is far beyond their sound. The sound grows dim and disappears as we approach the source of meaning. It is here that we find rest. That's the introduction to the 5th review of the workbook lessons. So lesson 171 is reviewing 2 lessons, and I'll read through that for you as well. God is but love, and therefore so am I. First lesson for review, all things are echoes of the voice for God. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Second lesson for review, the power of decision is my own. God is but love, and therefore so am I. So hopefully you can have a good experience with these review lessons today in your life, and you're feeling yourself transforming, being this far into the lessons and repeating these things as much as we have been. Something's shifting. Things are changing for you. This is such an excellent practice. And again, just imagine that. Imagine your mind as it is right now, even if it's not totally perfect and you don't feel amazing 24/7. Compare it to how your mind was before and be super grateful that you've started this practice, that you're going to continue deepening and opening and loving, and that you're just trust that you're on the right path with a really awesome group of folks. Mwah. Love you all very much. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you back again on the next video.